How to read food labels and why it's important. Did you know the FDA requires food labels to be truthful, accurate, and meaningful? Have you ever wondered what the nutrition label on your food really means? This video will tell you everything you need to know about reading labels and why it's important. I'm going to show you how to read a food label. It's very important because it tells us all the information we need to know about what's in our food. Let me show you how it works. Recently, I've noticed that people don't seem to be aware of how they should read their food labels. So in this video, I'll break down all the different parts of the label so that anyone can understand them. Let me show you how easy it can be to make smart choices with your groceries. Keep in mind this video is for informational purposes only. It's not medical advice, nor should it be interpreted or substituted as medical advice. Before you make changes to your physical exercise routine and your diet, you should always consult your personal physician. If you're pregnant or nursing, don't follow this advice. Better safe than sorry. If you want to lose weight, it's important that you measure your portions. It's impossible to measure and keep track of every piece of food that you put in your mouth. Don't worry about the small things. What's important is to measure and monitor most of the foods and beverages until you get a feel of portion sizes. What if I told you that what you thought was one serving is actually 2 or 3? You might be surprised to find out that your idea of a single serving is much more than you thought. You may have noticed that I'm really into bells and whistles. Well, it's because the latest digital scales are programmed with nutritional information, and they even keep a running total of your daily food intake for you. Preparing a meal for your family can be an enjoyable experience. All you need are the basics: good food, some cooking tools, and of course, an idea on reading labels. With these 3 simple things, you'll be able to prepare any dish in no time. If you've been telling yourself that you don't have time to read the food labels, it might be best for you to reconsider. Labels are important and can tell a lot about what's in the product, even when it comes to healthy foods. Reading the nutrition facts section of that item makes it easier for people like us who want to make sensible food choices. The nutrition facts label will let you know how many servings there are per container, as well as all the nutrients present in each serving size. It also provides nutritional information on fat content, calories, saturated fats, total fats, fiber, sugar content, and other essential components of a diet like sodium or cholesterol levels. So you're going to be asking yourself what all the numbers mean, and does it affect your diet intake, and how closely do I need to follow the serving guide as stipulated on the food label? To further understand and have a better understanding of the different parts of the food label, we're going to take a look at the most important parts you need to know. 1. Serving size. This is the starting point. It's important to know how large the quantity of food we're talking about. This is your starting point of the food label. The number of servings shown on the food label refers to the number of people that can be served from a given package of food. When looking at other items on the food label, the serving size determines how much of a given food is being looked at. The serving size helps to determine the quantity of food intake. The serving size also helps to determine how much food is necessary to get the stated nutrients on the label. For example, if the label says a serving size is 1 cup or 54 grams, that means you should need to measure out that amount of food to consume 1 serving and receive the stated amount of nutrients. If you ate the entire package of food and it said there were 2 servings in the package, that means that you would need to multiply everything on the label by 2. If the label says that 1 serving has 250 calories, that means that you would have consumed 500 calories in all. 2. Nutrients. The nutrients are the list of particular fats, fiber, protein, carbohydrates, and any other items that are important to be aware of. Nutrient claims are usually based on a daily dietary requirement of a particular number of calories. Usually the information on the label is based on a 2,500 calories per day diet or the recommended daily allowance of 2,000 calories. To better understand the numeric value of each item, you should know that the percentage daily value on the label indicates how many particular food corresponds to the recommended daily dietary allowance based on the 2,000 calorie per day scale. 3. Ingredients. The ingredients refer to the list of the different items put together by the manufacturer to make up the given food item in question. The list is usually arranged with the main ingredients with the greater volume or weight down in the smallest item. The ingredients are nothing more than a general idea of the recipe used to make a given food item. It may be difficult to understand or know what all the ingredients are. This is normal, but it is also important to take a little time and research the main ingredients you aren't aware of. 4. Label claims. Label claims are where the manufacturer claims certain things about a food item. For example, a can of soup might say it's salt-free or gluten-free. Whenever there's a claim that is made, it is important to understand that there are certain tolerances allowed on these claims. If a manufacturer states on the label that a food item is salt-free or sodium-free, there is a 5 milligram per serving tolerance. If a food item says it is low-fat, there is an allowance of 3 grams of fat or less per serving. Reading labels can seem difficult and confusing at first, but after a while you become more aware of the information and what it means. By reading labels and familiarizing yourself on what is in the foods you eat, you will be more mindful and aware of what you're eating and how much. This goes a long way in helping with portion control. 5. Daily allowance. We've already touched on this section. The daily allowance gives you a guideline of how much food needs to be consumed to get the daily recommended requirements of nutrients. One thing to keep in mind is that it is never a good idea nor a good way to lose weight by starving yourself. Your body needs good food and nutrients. Not all calories are created equal. A calorie from a cookie is not the same as a calorie from a quarter cup of almonds. The difference between the two is the amount of nutrients provided in any given serving. Foods with lots of sugar are considered empty calories because they do not contain useful and beneficial nutrients and vitamins. Get in the habit of becoming aware of what you're eating and what amount is considered a serving. This will help you be more aware of how much you are really eating. I hope this video was helpful and provided lasting information. Please support this channel by subscribing and liking this video. Down in the description I provided a link to a free guide titled Fat Burning Foods. Just let me know the best email to send it to and it will be on its way. Thank you for watching.